Welcome to the Night Cometh channel, where we delve into the mysteries and folklore that shroud the world in darkness. In this episode, the top 10 mysterious disappearances of hikers. Have you ever pondered about the precariousness one might face when lost in the wilderness? We're not just talking about losing your way back to the campsite or running out of trail mix. Think about the vast, uncharted territories that lay beyond the safe confines of our everyday lives. The wilderness, while beautiful and awe-inspiring, is teeming with unseen dangers. From unpredictable weather to treacherous terrains, from wild animals to the silent, creeping onset of hypothermia or dehydration. Adventure, especially in the form of wilderness hiking, comes with inherent risks. It demands respect for nature's power, a keen awareness of your surroundings, and a level of preparedness that goes beyond a sturdy pair of boots and a waterproof tent. Now imagine the unimaginable, the top 10 missing hiker stories in the US. Number 10. Geraldine Largay, a seasoned hiker, vanished on the Appalachian Trail in 2013. This 66-year-old grandmother, nicknamed Inchworm for her steady, slow pace, was an experienced hiker. She had embarked on a 1,000-mile journey from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, to Mount Katahdin in Maine. One fateful day in July, Geraldine sent a text to her husband expressing concerns about the weather. Little did anyone know it would be the last communication from her. Geraldine's disappearance sparked one of the most extensive search and rescue operations in Maine's history. Hundreds of volunteers, search dogs, and even helicopters combed the unforgiving Appalachian wilderness, looking for any trace of the missing hiker. Despite their exhaustive efforts, no sign of Geraldine was found. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the hopes of finding Geraldine alive dwindled. The vastness of the Appalachian Trail, coupled with its rugged terrain and unpredictable weather, made the search efforts increasingly challenging. Despite extensive search efforts, Geraldine was never found. Her fate remains a mystery. Number 9. Kendall Jack and Nicholas Sendoya embarked on what was supposed to be a one-day hike in Trabuco Canyon, California. The day was just like any other, sunny with a slight breeze. The pair, full of energy and anticipation, had no idea of the ordeal that awaited them. As the sun began to set, they found themselves lost, their sense of direction thrown off by the dense wilderness around them. Desperate for help, they made a distress call, but their mobile phone battery died before they could provide their exact location. Their disappearance triggered a massive search operation. Rescue teams combed the rugged terrain, battling harsh weather conditions and treacherous terrain. But it wasn't until days later that they were finally found. Nicholas was found first, disoriented and severely dehydrated. Kendall was discovered the following day, clinging to a ledge and barely responsive. Their survival was nothing short of a miracle, a testament to their will to live against all odds. A hiking trip that turned into a life-threatening ordeal, a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the wilderness. Number 8. James Kim, a brave father who made the ultimate sacrifice in a desperate attempt to save his family. The Kim family set out on a road trip in Oregon, intending for it to be an adventure filled with joy and family bonding. However, their journey took a tragic turn when they found themselves lost in the wilderness. As the days passed and the harsh conditions worsened, James made a decision no father should ever have to. He ventured into the unforgiving terrain alone, hoping to find help for his wife and 2 young daughters. But the wilderness didn't concede to his determination. Days turned into a week, and James was nowhere to be found. Rescue teams eventually located the family car and were able to save James's wife and children. However, their joy was tainted with sorrow when they discovered James's lifeless body miles from where he had left his family. A tragic ending to a heroic act, a story that resonates with us all. Number 7. Dennis Martin, a 6-year-old boy, disappeared in the Smoky Mountains on a family camping trip in 1969. A day that started with joy and laughter quickly turned into a nightmare. Dennis and his family were enjoying a peaceful picnic in the Spencefield area when the unthinkable happened. The young boy, playing hide-and-seek with his brothers, vanished into thin air, never to be seen again. The subsequent search for Dennis was the largest in the park's history, involving over 1,000 volunteers, helicopters, and even Green Berets. Despite the large-scale efforts, the search did not yield any substantial leads. Weeks turned into months and months into years, and the case of Dennis Martin became a haunting enigma. Theories abound, from abduction to wild animal attacks, but none have been proven. The story of Dennis Martin is more than just a missing person case. It's a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of wilderness, a place that can be as unforgiving as it is beautiful. A disappearance that shook the nation, Dennis Martin's story remains an unsolved mystery. Number 6. Benjamin LaPierre, a hiker who mysteriously vanished in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. A seasoned adventurer, Benjamin embarked on a solo expedition in the fall of 2023. His planned route was a challenging trek through the White Mountains, a rugged and untamed wilderness known for its harsh weather conditions and unpredictable terrains. The alarm was raised when Benjamin failed to return home on the scheduled date. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, involving local authorities, professional search teams, and a swarm of volunteers. Despite their best efforts and the use of cutting-edge technology, the search yielded no signs of Benjamin, no campsite remnants, no discarded gear, not even a footprint. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. Theories abound regarding Benjamin's fate. Some suggest he may have fallen victim to the harsh elements, while others speculate about possible encounters with wildlife. Yet without concrete evidence, these remain mere conjectures. Benjamin's disappearance remains an unresolved mystery, a chilling reminder of the wilderness's unpredictable nature. Number 5. Renee and George Guthrie, a couple who embarked on a day hike in Yosemite National Park, never to return. It was a sunny morning in May when the Guthries set out, with only the promise of adventure before them. The trails they chose were known for their breathtaking vistas, a magnet for those seeking to immerse themselves in nature's beauty. But as night fell and the temperature dropped, their absence was noted, and a sense of dread settled over their family and friends. Search and rescue teams were deployed, combing through the dense undergrowth, scaling cliffs and scanning the roaring waters. Days turned into weeks, but each new dawn brought no news of the Guthries. Helicopters whirred overhead, their searchlights piercing the darkness, but the wilderness kept its secrets. Theories swirled, but without substantial leads, the investigation hit a dead end. The Guthries' disappearance remains a haunting mystery, a grim reminder of the dangers lurking in the wilderness. Their story, a chilling testament to the unpredictability of the great outdoors, continues to echo through the silent woods of Yosemite. Even in the face of such despair, we must remember the Guthries, not just for their tragic end, but for the love they had for nature and each other. Number 4. John Donovan, an experienced hiker, disappeared in the San Jacinto Mountains in 2005. Donovan, a Vietnam War veteran, was well accustomed to the wilderness, yet he found himself in an unforgiving situation. He set out on a solo hike in early May, planning to complete the Pacific Crest Trail, a long-distance mountainous path stretching from Mexico to Canada. Despite his experience, Donovan found himself off course, caught in a late-season snowstorm. Unable to find his way back to the trail, he faced the harsh and cold wilderness alone. Search efforts were launched, but the treacherous weather and rugged terrain hampered the rescue teams. A year later, a pair of hikers stumbled upon Donovan's campsite. His journal entries, poignant and heart-wrenching, detailed his survival attempts and his ultimate acceptance of the grim situation he was in. His last entry, a simple "Please call my family," is a haunting echo of his struggle. John Donovan's story is a sobering reminder of the perils lone hikers face. Number 3. Stacy Aris, a 14-year-old girl, vanished without a trace on a horseback riding trip in Yosemite National Park. It was the summer of 1981, a season of adventure that abruptly turned into a chilling mystery. Stacy, full of youthful exuberance, had set off with her father and a group of others for a horseback expedition. They had reached the Sunrise High Sierra camp, where Stacy decided to take a short walk to photograph a nearby lake. No one knew it then, but that was the last time anyone would see Stacy. When she didn't return, a massive search operation was launched. Over 100 people, aided by helicopters and dog teams, combed the rugged park for days, but to no avail. The only thing ever found was her lens cap, a mere 50 yards from the camp. Despite the extensive search efforts, the case soon ran cold. The lack of any significant leads baffled investigators. Theories ranged from an animal attack to abduction, but with no concrete evidence, they remained just that, theories. Stacy's story remains one of the most perplexing disappearances in Yosemite's history. Number 2. Ricky McCormick, a hiker found deceased with mysterious coded notes in his pockets. In a strange twist of fate, Ricky McCormick's love for hiking led him to an untimely end. In the summer of 1999, his lifeless body was discovered in a remote field miles away from his known paths. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. Upon investigation, cryptic notes were found in his pockets, a detail that has stumped investigators and codebreakers alike for over 2 decades now. The notes, written in a language or code that remains undeciphered, are a peculiar element of this case. Despite the efforts of numerous experts, the meaning behind McCormick's cryptic messages remains shrouded in mystery. His coded notes, as they are now referred to, are a subject of continuous study and speculation, a puzzle waiting to be solved. The circumstances surrounding McCormick's death are as enigmatic as the codes he left behind. With no clear cause of death and the baffling notes as the only lead, his case remains one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries in the annals of American history. Ricky McCormick's story is a chilling tale of mystery and intrigue. Number 1. David Gonzalez, a 9-year-old boy, disappeared in the San Bernardino National Forest. This tragic tale begins in July of 2004, when David, full of youthful exuberance, embarked on a camping trip with his family. The beautiful but treacherous wilderness of the San Bernardino National Forest was their destination. On a fateful morning, David's mother watched her son play near their vehicle, and in a blink of an eye, he was gone. His mother's cries echoed through the forest, a chilling silence her only response. The search for David was immediate and extensive, with search parties combing the dense forest, desperate for any sign of the young boy. But the forest, as if guarding its secrets, revealed nothing. The passing of seasons turned into a year, and the hope of finding David alive dwindled. In May of 2005, a heartbreaking discovery was made. A mile from the campsite, a lion tracker found David's remains, confirming the worst fears of his devastated family. David's story is a heartbreaking reminder of the dangers that lurk in the wilderness. No matter the preparation or the precautions, the wilderness is an unpredictable beast claiming even the most innocent of lives. These stories are not just tales of disappearances, they are stark reminders of the unseen dangers in the wilderness. Each narrative, each face, each name represents an adventurer who set out to explore the beauty of the great outdoors, only to be consumed by its unforgiving nature. They are reminders that the wilderness, while stunning in its grandeur, is not without its perils. From the Appalachian Trail to the vast expanses of Yosemite, each location carries with it a cautionary tale. These stories underscore the importance of preparedness, of understanding the environment you step into, and of respecting the power that nature holds. They highlight the need for comprehensive planning, for carrying proper equipment, for understanding weather patterns, and for knowing your own limits. Let these narratives serve as a wake-up call, a call to awareness, a call to action. They remind us that safety should be the cornerstone of any adventure, that being prepared can mean the difference between life and death. Share this video to raise awareness about hiking safety. As the shadows recede and the night's curtain falls, we bid you farewell from the night cometh. If you found yourself enraptured by our tales of terror, don't forget to show your support by smashing that like button, subscribing to our channel for more spine-tingling content, and leaving your thoughts and comments below. Until next time, may your dreams be free of the haunting echoes of the night, or perhaps not. Thank you for joining us on this chilling adventure, and remember, the darkness awaits.